welcome to Nasilemak Bumbung.
Welcome to Nasilemak Kpop.
Thank you very much for coming here, your support. Thank you very much.
Can I interview you? Like actually I'm YouTuber.
YouTuber?
Yeah.
From where?
Oh, from Korea. Yeah, I want to introduce like Indian style nasilemak. So what's the difference between Indian style nasilemak and Malay style or Chinese style nasilemak?
Nothing is different. We are Malaysian ones.
Yeah.
Because we must think one that, we are multi-races of Malaysian and multi-races, We have a Chinese, Indian and Malay.
Yeah.
So we must find out one good recipe for this one, nasi
Yeah.
lemak. So everybody, you can see, nasi lemak can collaborate all the races is here.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Wow, that's a beautiful answer. Thank you, sir.
Last week after work, I brought Kim to one of my favorite nostalgic nasi lemak stalls called Nasilemak Bumbung. This place was an important part of my student life and I really wanted to share that with Kim. It's located behind an alley and draws a huge crowd because of the famous crispy fried chicken and spicy sambal sauce.
Order nasi lemak ayam dua. Saya mau ayam dada you.
Tata.
Dada ayam dua.
When was the last time you came to this shop?
With you?
No, not last time. First time.
Around 19 years old. I was 19.
So you just found out this shop that time? Or
Yeah,
it's the
I
first
found
time?
out at that time.
Oh, so how old is this dog?
It's been here for a long time. I also don't know how long. Last time they're not so fancy one. Last time it wasn't so fancy. It was like really Malaysian style, like ghetto style.
Yeah?
Yeah, and the longkang, right, it wasn't so nice. It wasn't so clean basically. There was rats walking around everywhere.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now it's like nice to bathe.
Yeah, now it's mostly safe and it's clean now. This place is really perfect for uni students.
Yeah? Right?
When I was uni time, basically when I discovered this place, I was in uni.
Oh.
Every night is crowded. Every night.
Owner probably like very rich, right?
I think so.
This is the biggest difference like between Indian nasi lemak and just Malay nasi lemak. This thing. Indian spices inside. Yeah. And sambal also so different.
Actually, it's like similar but different. I don't know how to explain. It's like sambal.
Right.
Like sambal is different. Coconut rice, but coconut rice is different.
I think Malay.
The rempah for ayam is also different.
Yeah. Malay nasi lemak rice is like more lemak. And Malay sambal for nasi lemak is sweeter.
Understand? This is more spicy.
So this one more spicy.
But I like spicy.
I like both. I like all the sambal.
I like the price here.
Lemak?
I don't know, but it's way cheaper than like, for example, like we bring Roy and them to the Wanju all that. For Tarawani to Wanju all that, like the meal was how much? Almost 60, 70 ringgit was that.
What's
But
cheap?
here it's just gonna be like 20 bucks like that, everything, including drinks.
Oh, two nasi lemak and cheap.
2 nasi lemak and drinks. Around 20 bucks I think. Not pricey, yeah? 20 bucks. 5,000.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the city and
Yeah. Of course, we are sitting behind an alley, but the alley is quite clean now, so it's acceptable.
I really love the part of Malaysia that like you can always have big chunk of chicken and your protein and rice, your carbs, and then veggies. Malaysian meal, if you wanna like be healthy, you can be healthy like so easily. I think. But at the same time, like the obesity is like number one in Asia,
Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia, probably Asia.
Probably Asia too, we are quite high in Asia too.
I mean the food is really good, really good.
Nobody really eats just one dinner.
But maybe it's too good.
Yeah, most people, like especially younger people, we don't just eat one dinner. We have multiple dinner and we have
Like
dessert.
supper,
Yeah, not even supper. It's just like multiple dinner.
supper, not supper.
Supper is like supper is like
Surfing.
serve is serve. Supper is supper.
This is like Korean English problem. F doesn't exist in Korean pronunciation. It's just like feel. So it's P and F. They both like feel. French also like that. Or like PC and chips. I don't know, is it funny? It's like when I talk about like something, we like mention somebody's name, like Juliaga, and then like my colleagues just laugh like Juliaga, like that. Does it sound funny?
Because I think our brain, like Malaysian brain, because we learn English in school, right? Like some of us are quite native English speakers, I think you can consider, but
It sounds funny.
we also love to make fun of accents, I think, in Malaysia. Like, you know, what are you doing today? Like that.
Malaysians make joke about everything, not only like accent, your race and your religion, just like make it light and fun. That's really interesting because like I don't know if it's Korea, things gonna be kind of serious.
You know what? Actually, last time it was really chill, you know, Malaysia. But these days I can feel like people are getting quite sensitive about all random stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, because of like, I don't know.
maybe it's about
My
politics.
my personal opinion is all to do with this weird politicians. They want to play their weird little games.
That's so interesting, Malaysian politics to me, because here basically like it's multi-race this, right? So like it's already like actually like technically people in power they don't need to like divide people apart because it's already like different culture, different race people. But in Korea, like it's all same race, so these people in power they had to like divide and conquer sort of too, right? So what they use as a tactic is like gender, like different gender, like gender war. Because like it's kind of complicated because like for a Korean man going to military service, it's mandatory, right? But women no. So when it comes to this matter, like they always bring up like, oh then what about Israel? Israel woman goes to like serve their time too there. And also like North Korean women, they go to military too. So that's one. Another one is like age, different generations. Like they call it like MG. That means like millennial and Gen Z generation. We put together. I think it's the same generation. Like it's like MG 세대, basically MG generation. Older generations, they say this kind of things like, oh MG, they quit their job so easily.
But it's not that though. They just want to look for a better.
Yeah, because like older generations in Korea, they are like very loyal to their company. I will spend my whole life for dedicate for this company kind of thing. But these days, like people don't really do that. And they all say like, oh, it's difficult to work together with young people.
But that's just every country though. I mean, most young people generation, they are kind of more socially aware, I guess.
Because of like socials
They
and
read more basically.
internet.
They're able to access information way faster. So basically, it's just like different group of thinking over.
You know what? Even my Korean friends, they live in a city, but they don't care about like serious things. They only care about their own like happiness, their own life basically. Like, oh, after buying this car, I'm gonna buy a house at this city, this street. I don't know.
They know even what street they want.
We have this concept too in Malaysia, like this street is like everybody knows it's like premium place, like
I mean, yeah, I
Rich
think
people
every
price.
country there is something like that.
well, Korea is extreme, like each street like top 10.
They have the ranking for each
Yeah,
street,
like
basically.
there are some like district name,
Answer.
and it's really the most pricey land in Korea. So like if you live in that condo, yeah, people know that which condo is rich people's condo.
Answer. Here too. Pretty much it's very obvious. You know, if you're living near KLCC or this kind of condo, obviously it's going to be more pricey. Basically, it's just like one road after KLCC, the condo.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, it's near KLCC and just few spots, right? But in Korea, it's more like these areas, this condo. These areas, this condo. Because it's condo.
Condo
heaven.
world.
Yeah.
I think maybe here, maybe in 10 years, might be like that too. Honestly,
Yeah, house price keep increasing.
keep going up.
Yeah, but still, Malaysian house situation is much better than Korea.
Yeah, I know.
Korea home is really extreme, right? Like about 200 square feet studio house. Your monthly pay is like
Rental, we're talking
Yeah,
about
rental. Like depends on your like location, but if it's like, let's say Gangnam, it's probably like 3,000 ringgit. If you were born in Seoul, that means your family has property in Seoul. You already win. You won already. You won the race. Just like
You're not racing anyone actually.
young people can't really afford. How about here?
It depends on what kind of young people you're talking about. Yeah. If your daddy rich, then anyways you're gonna buy it. If your daddy not rich, then you gotta save lah. Save like crazy lah. I think most of my age people, or like slightly older than me, slightly younger than me, they all go through the same thing. Where it's like, basically, if your parents have enough to help you to pay the initial down payment, then all you got to do is just make sure that you don't overspend and use your salary to pay back your thing. And it's pretty much anybody can afford a house. Most people can afford a
You know
house.
what? I think this house price like keep going up. One of the important factor is like small number of rich people owns many
Oh my
properties.
gosh, yeah. I know people who used to own like, they just buy the condo like the whole floor. Like, oh, you got how many units on this floor? Okay, I buy all. And then they turn it into.
You know what? The house flipping is not allowed in Korea.
That's what I'm saying. No, they use it as like Airbnb or like rental type property, and then after that they flip the house,
Because it's like if I'm not mistaken, if you have like one or two more than that property, taxes.
It should be taxed even higher. I feel like.
Look, I'm talking about Korea. It's so pricey.
And here, but the thing is here is like, anyways, they buy it under their daughter name, their son's name, their wife name.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this kind of
Second
thing,
cousin
if you're a
name.
politician and this thing like people found out, it's gonna be big issue.
I know, like here, corruption number one, Malaysia corruption
Yeah.
champion.
The Korea also dropped it too, but in a different way, I think.
Yeah. No, here it's just like there are many things that doesn't protect, how to say, poorer people. It's like, yeah, in a way, yeah. Like for example, like if you are Blimey Putra, you do get a lot of like very good benefits, like to protect you. But at the same time, right, it's not enough to, let's say, give you a chance to fight against these rich people that already exist here. Because the wealth gap is already too huge. If you are a working class, there's no way you're gonna catch up to the ones who already have stuff going on for them. Like,
Yeah,
especially
that too. Like the gap between rich class and like the poor class people here.
getting too huge already.
Yeah.
Because you see,
Rich people getting richer.
Oh.
richer.
But
Regular
those-
young people, they can't afford a house. Even though like
if you are paying for rent basically in Malaysia, you are paying to help rich people to get richer. That's the end of the day, that's the facts. Like if you buy your own house or if you have your own property,
then it's gonna be like Korea, because like regular people can't afford home.
Even if you have any condo, let's say in KL, right? Basically, if you have one condo that belongs to you under your name, you can use that condo's name to take a loan for another house, to take a loan for anything. Let's say I'm a dad and I have 3 kids and I have 4 houses, right? I'm gonna make that houses 111 each. Because why? Now they can go and take loan to, let's say they want to do business or they need capital, right? So they can loan against their house, they can loan against other things.
I was suddenly I don't know who this thing. Seungri spotted
Oh my
at this
gosh.
Hansuri's birthday.
Seungri in Malaysia, bro. Like think about it. If you guys don't know who is Seungri is
He is criminal.
member of Bigbang,
Ex-Bigbang.
ex-Bigbang member, and that guy is really problematic, dude. Scandal called the Burning Sun scandal.
The famous one.
Yeah, and-
Really disgusting.
yeah, it's something to do with child, like prostitution even, and teenage girls.
Yeah, BBC has documentary about it, about 1 hour.
Put the link here. You guys go watch it. It's so crazy. But he is in Malaysia celebrating some Tan Sri's birthday.
Yeah, that's why I got chills, because like last time, like when I didn't know about Malaysia, let's say, if I see the video like Hansuri birthday, I don't know what Hansuri is, right?
Yeah.
But now I have concept like
What is
Hansuri,
Hansuri?
like, so it's basically like rich people here. So like ex-Big Bang member, aka criminal, he was just like singing, for the uncle,
Performance like that. Because
Freaking
he got out of
okay.
jail already, right?
That's the thing. You know how long he served?
How long? 3 years, right? Something
No,
like
not even years and years. If I'm not mistaken, 22 months.
that. And he raped some girl, or he allowed people to rape girls,
Yeah.
and including like taking drugs at his club.
And like he filmed it without their permission. You know what? Just now the BBC documentary.
Mm.
So BBC Korea posted it too.
Uh-huh.
So the best most liked comment of it is like, I'm so frustrated to watch to find out the truth and like to watch this like well-made documentary on other countries' platform. Not from Korea,
for the first time.
Yeah, so his message is like, what our media is doing actually.
Interesting.
And then he's also being sarcastic about like Korean media and like this entertainment industry and also like rich people with and politicians,
basically
they
their-
work together.
Their power, their secret
like-
power type.
Police too.
Oh yeah, the prosecutor was Yoon Suk-yeol. The prosecutor for his case is Yoon Suk-yeol.
I got you.
Now you just found out?
Yeah, because I didn't watch the documentary yet actually.
So
So
actually,
I'm going to.
The prosecutor for Seungri's case is the current South Korea
got
Prime
chills.
Minister, President.
Yeah.
Current South Korea President. Yeah, Yoon Suk-yeol. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
You didn't know this, right?
Yeah, after
He
you
was the
mentioned that-
prosecutor.
I feel scared to even talk about this issue in front of camera.
Nah, it's okay. Don't worry. You're in Malaysia now. We keep you safe. Keep you safe.
Many of these customers were Malaysians too. Malaysians and Singaporeans.
Malaysian and Singapore who were like how to say, they go to Korea, they want clubbing and like.
It's not they
Finding
go
some
to
girls.
Korea. He's bringing girls to them. Like,
Oh my god.
that's one of the crime that I remember.
One of the crimes is
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Bring the girls to
Let's watch the documentary together. Like one of the
young
days.
young girls, right? Or just like any age.
If I'm not mistaken, there's minors too.
Oh, so disgusting.
So disgusting.
How come they let him in? Please, Malaysia, please, tourism Malaysia, Jakim or whatever, arrest that dude. What is he doing? What is he doing here?
Yeah.
That guy is criminal.
Basically, like we don't feel safe around him.
Oh, I understand. Girls don't feel safe around him.
We means like human.
Yeah, no, I think this K-pop idols, people have this weird perception that they are like kind of perfect human beings. But actually, they're just regular human beings who can make mistakes just like everyone else. And
Mistakes is one thing. Mistakes fine, but
Yeah.
his case is not.
yeah,
mistakes.
that's what I'm saying. It's crime basically. So mistakes, they can make mistakes, and also they can do crime. You know what I mean? And if they do crime, they gotta be punished accordingly.
He got released so fast.
Yeah, 22 months in jail for like basically like
No, what's even
prostitute.
more crazy, like one of the person who provided like she did important role for the investigation was ex Hara, is another idol group member. Her name is Hara, and she killed herself. So I don't know
She
what
killed herself
She killed
because of
herself.
what?
Because of her boyfriend's like her boyfriend basically like illegally spy cam her like their
So she
private
got the
videos
sex
and
films and
yeah,
stuff.
and he blackmailed her, and then like there's CCTV footage about they were in a lift, her and her boyfriend, and then her boyfriend beat her up.
Oh man, then she killed herself.
Yeah, after that, I don't really know much about it. 'Cause I didn't follow the news line that accordingly that time, but yeah, she killed herself, and then
Man.
now it's released that like she did some important role for this Seungri case.
Oh, she gave some report lah. Like.
Yeah.
Get some
Maybe
information
I
like
will follow up. We started having dinner with like our light heart, and then why we became so angry.
Yeah, because we are both really anti this stuff of like raping stuff. We don't like it. Like this is just about humanity. Just like Palestine.
Yeah.
Always remember Palestine. Always
Free Palestine.
Palestine.